Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to show you a flip through of my 2021-2022 bullet journal. This journal is absolutely jam-packed from October 2021 until the end of July 2022, and typically I don't stay in journals for this long. However, this year was a little different. This is an Archer and Olive A5 bullet journal, and it is very well loved. If you want to see me set up my new bullet journal, I have a video already up on my channel. Of course, it's still an A5, still Archer and Olive, and here you can see the comparison of a new journal versus my absolutely crammed journal. So anyways, make sure you check out that video if you'd like to see me set up my new one. One of my favorite things to do in these journals is load up the front cover with stickers that I get from all over the place all year long. So things like coffee shops, places I go, concerts I go to, I usually will put a sticker right in the front. October is the first month that I spent in this bullet journal, and it's actually a little different than the rest of the months in it. I didn't do typical weekly spreads, so I have one page here that's kind of a memory keeping page where it has all my ticket stubs, things that I did, what I read for the month of October. And I also participated in Inktober, so here are some of the sketches and doodles I did for that. And that was all I did for that month. And jumping into November, I did a YouTube video setting up this month, and you may or may not have seen it. It's still on my channel. You can check it out if you want. Again, this month is also a little bit different than my typical month. So I was doing a ton of experimenting here and just trying out some new things. I really like to include what music I'm listening to in my journal as well, and here is a page that I did for my 2021 Spotify Wrapped, which I really enjoy looking back on what I listened to all year. That takes us right into December, and here's my December cover page, and I added some Polaroids to this of family pets that I took while we were in Washington for 2 weeks visiting my family. And my December monthly page as well. I really loved putting this one together, and I also love using some recycled like tissue paper and envelopes, which I did all throughout December. I think it's a good way to reuse that kind of paper instead of just throwing it out or cluttering around. And this red paper is also from a card envelope that I received in the mail. This is one of my favorite spreads. It took me quite a while, and I used the Archer and Olive acrylograph pens to color in all of those houses. Here is the Christmas week spread. I really love this one. The silver snowflakes are so pretty. And here is the last week of December. I didn't have anything with me while I was in Washington, so I just made do with what I brought, as well as a little memory page where I printed out some photos and added some stickers from our trip. Another thing I really love to do in my journal is tape in cards that I receive from people, whether it's my birthday or Christmas. I think it's just better than shoving them in a closet and letting them be clutter, and makes them accessible, so when I'm flipping through my journal, it just puts a smile on my face. This brings us right into 2022, a little cover page that I made using the Archer and Olive acrylograph pens. And here is my January page, which I forgot to add photos that I was going to print out and put in this little blank spot. I still really appreciate all the layering that I did on this page. I think it looks really nice. I used a ton of stickers throughout January, which I will go through like phases where I pretty much don't touch my stickers for like 2 months at a time, and then I want to use all the stickers for a month at a time, so it really depends on how I'm feeling and what I'm into. I am not a big fan of this February cover page, but we were in the process of getting ready to move to a different state, so that's just kind of what I put together. However, the other spreads that I did in February, I absolutely love. They're some of my favorite spreads that I have done so far. Here is a brainstorm checklist page for Pigeon Dove Press, and where I've done some of my sketches. And then I have a couple of memory pages here from a concert that we went to in February, as well as a little weekend in Washington when we drove up there for a couple of days. That takes us right into March, and March I kind of dropped the ball a little bit. I mean, real life happened and I had all the intention in the world to be using my bullet journal every single day, and I just stopped. Some weeks look better than others and some I set up, but I would just go to work in the morning and be completely exhausted and too tired at the end of the day to even think about putting pen to paper. So as you can see, it goes back and forth a little bit, and that's just the reality of it. I like to add a little memory section at the end of each month. Sometimes it's crowded and sometimes it doesn't really have much. So here is the March memory page. And that will take us into April, and for April I just did like a hot air balloon theme because I had a bunch of these stickers that I really wanted to use, so I think it turned out pretty cute. The first week I used a bunch of stickers, but then after that I decided I wanted to start using more of my own artwork in there, so that is what I've done. I used a ton of stamps that I made throughout the month here, and I just love the way that it looks in my journal, and it makes it really feel like mine. At the end of the month here, I have a page where I just did a bunch of doodling ideas, maybe potential stamps that I want to make, and here are some memory pages from this month as well. My birthday is in April, so I decided to add in a couple of pages for cards that I received from grandparents, parents, etc. And I think it's just a fun section to look back on. Here we are in May, and May was one of those months where I was just completely exhausted every single day. I had started a new job, and my bullet journal was suffering because of that. And that's okay, honestly. This is really a reflection of my life at the time. It was just go to work every day, come home, be tired. And I think that's the reality of it, and my bullet journal is supposed to be a reflection of me, what I'm feeling at the time, and that's exactly what this is. I also went to the movies quite often in May. I'm sure you noticed all those movie tickets. Yeah, that was no joke. But moving into June, I tried to do kind of a Disney theme here, and I didn't keep it up throughout the whole month, but I did really love this June monthly page in my little honey pot carve. I did like kind of a Winnie the Pooh theme here, if you will, and I still love this one. And in June, we were in Washington for about a week, a little bit over a week, so I actually have a couple of memory pages here from like stickers and things we did. We went all over the place. We went to a baseball game and a soccer game all in the same day in Seattle, and that was such an incredible time. I love visiting home so much, so I thought it was really fun to kind of put this page together. And June was one of those months where I did not do any weeklies, so that takes us right into July. Here's my July monthly setup, and it's kind of funny, I accidentally did these 2 pages flipped, so this was supposed to be before the monthly. That was, my mistake, whatever. I think this page is really cute. I did my stamp on a sticker paper and cut it out and placed it in there. What I really love about my July spreads is that they are super simple and easy to use with just a gray mild liner, some stamps, and a pen. It's all I need. And the added flair of my prints I really love. So I did my hair, I did an eye on this week, and then the last week here I used my frog stamp. And you can watch me set this week up on my Instagram. I have a reel prepping this week, and that is the final week of July. These last few pages I have reserved for sketching, so I have a few blank ones left in here, which I'm hoping to have completely filled up by the end of the month. I also did an Instagram and YouTube prep page, and that is pretty much the end of my bullet journal. I just have a couple more memory pages in here, and the last few pages are filled up with stickers. There is one particularly special sticker on this page, which I am hoping to share more information about soon. That is a complete flip through of my bullet journal from the last 8 months or so, And I don't generally stuff my bullet journals this fall. I try not to, at least. And I'm hoping to treat my next bullet journal a little bit nicer, but this one has been by my side through so much the last 8 months, and it's a little all over the place. It's not consistent, and that is okay. I'm not really that consistent either. The important thing is it's a tool for me to keep my life somewhat organized, jot down ideas, doodles, things that I want to do, goals that I want to accomplish, things that I have done, goals that I have accomplished, and I'm just very thankful to have this tool in my life. Thank you so much for watching this entire flip through video. I really appreciate your support. And if you want to check me out on Instagram, I am at Pigeon Dove Press. I post about all my journal stuff on there all the time, as well as the prints that I am making. And if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you check out my channel. I have one video I recently uploaded setting up my new bullet journal for 2022. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye!